if you've ever rejected a super sweet deal and a factory tour by one of the most dishonest, unethical, corrupt weapons manufacturers in the United States, if not the world, then go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average Sig offer rejected video enjoyer that your mom says that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is I'm going to be bringing to light to my audience and to whoever wants to watch this video, Sig's offer to the Trench Grenade channel, a backroom deal that I am bringing to the public eye. Now, I want to say one thing right up front to the media manager and the Army Marksmanship Unit individual that came to me and gave me this offer. Just because I've won competitions with the Sig Sauer M17 doesn't mean I enjoy the M17. Just because I've been very successful and earned my bronze excellence in competition combat badge, pistol badge, with shooting an M17, and I've been very successful in other competitions and won multiple I-Corps championships with the M17, does not mean I chose to shoot the M17. If I had my option, I would not have shot an M17. I would have shot a Glock 19X or a Beretta M9A4 any day of the week over the M17. So just because I'm a successful shooter with your product doesn't mean that I like your product or your company. As a matter of fact, I think you are one of the most unethical, immoral companies that creates weapons here in the United States. Just want to put that out front for everybody right away. Additionally, just because I'm a sergeant first class in the United States Army and I compete with your pistol doesn't mean that I'm going to see eye to eye with a obvious honeypot spokesperson that works at the Army Marksmanship Unit that SIG is using clearly as their media manager to gain hype. That should be illegal, in my opinion. You should not be able to advertise for a monopoly that sells weapons to the organization that you work for as your full-time job. So I just want to get my thoughts on that, because I don't represent the Army. I don't represent the Department of Defense. I just represent my own channel. So to see that the Army Marksmanship Unit has a soldier that is their media manager and is approaching other content creators like myself and offering these, hey, if you ever need anything, if you want to come by the factory, seriously, Trench, come on down, dude. But then to have that same individual get upset when I expose their offer to social media is hilarious. So I just want to cover that right now. Just because it is a direct message or a private message, if you are in the gun industry or you are in the content creation space, everything you say is able to be screenshotted and shared. So if you ever have a media manager that is upset because you screenshotted their messages or you shared what they're offering to the world, that should show you that that company is shady as fuck. So the fact that this individual is upset with me right now, and I will post it on Instagram, I will post it on the community post. If I haven't already, go check my Instagram, go check the community post. I will post all of his direct messages. And the fact that this individual is upset that I am exposing him, exposing the offer, should show that there's an underlying ethical, dishonest issue and corruption issue at Sig Sauer. So if you're watching this and you're in the industry or in the content creation space, this isn't Snapchat, dude. Your stuff doesn't delete. Everyone is subject to evaluation at all points. So if you direct message somebody an offer and they screenshot that offer because it's hilarious and you get upset because of that, you are the clown, not the person sharing the information. Everything is subject to be shared in this industry and in this community. No one is above reproach. All right, so that is outlining the Army Marksmanship Unit media manager situation. Let's just move on from there. I talked about me winning comps with the gun. Doesn't mean I like the gun. Doesn't mean I like the gun. Doesn't mean I like the company. Doesn't mean I would have chosen it. It's just what I was. It's my service pistol. If you were to give me a Glock 19X, I would have been much happier. Or a Beretta M9A4, I would have been much happier with those products and with those service pistols. But just because I'm issued a weapon doesn't mean, oh, approach Trench and he's going to be now unbiased. Or he's going to be biased, I should say, towards the company. I am not bought and paid for by any company. I am only supported by my Patreon members and those people that support me directly on YouTube and with the ammunition fund down below. So if at any point a company sees this video and, if the channel continues to grow and continues to be successful, If your product sucks, I'm going to tell people that it sucks. If your product is good, then I will tell people that it's good. If BCM or Glock were to say, Trench, do you want a deal? And all you have to do is literally shoot our guns, I would say yes, because BCM has excellent barrels and their stuff is good. Or Glock works, right? So if a company like that were to approach me, yeah, I wish a company like that would approach me because that would be an easy deal to take. But for Sig to make an offer to come tour the factory, dude, and if you need anything, let us know. I know the guys that you've worked with. The guys that these people work with are Military Arms Channel and Garantham. If you don't believe me, go look. Oh, and Goober's Group. Those three groups of people are an affiliate of Sig Sauer. If you don't agree with me, the evidence is all out there. You go do your own research. Go look at the trends, and it's obvious. Garantham, okay, going to bat for him. Garantham receiving all the XM7s, having them out to the range. Obviously doing a entire segment on their products. GBRS, the Goobers Group, going to bat for Sig Sauer, having literally hundreds of videos on GBRS's channel talking about Sig products. Okay, dude. And then with their ridiculous statement, and now Military Arms Channel going and carrying the water and having the most softball, I don't even know if you'd call it a discussion, the most softball questions I've ever seen. Not even softball. We're talking like it's an introduction to T-ball, right? So yeah, so the obvious people that are paid for by Sig are out there, right? So if you're in that camp, you go do your own research. Let's talk about integrity and moral code. If Sig Sauer were to come out tomorrow, or maybe they see this video somehow and they were to say, you know what, we have had over 125 known accounts of uncommanded discharges happen. We've had over 25 police agencies drop the handgun. We're being investigated by the Marine Corps. Maybe it's not the shooter. Maybe it's us. Maybe it's not the Safariland. Maybe it's us. Maybe it's not the X300 Surefire. Maybe it's us. If they were to come out with a statement like that and take ownership, then I would be open to a conversation with them, and then I could have a conversation with them of character and integrity. But right now they are the laughingstock of the gun world in the United States, if not the world. I think it's the same sentiment in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. So understand, Sig, you have no integrity, you have no moral compass, and you are the most dishonest company that I've ever seen at this point in the gun industry. Now, here's my offer, okay? And I'll get you guys out of here. Oh, one thing I want to say. There are people that think that I faked those DMs. The only reason I didn't include that individual, their, I guess, little picture on Instagram, is because I don't want to give him the platform. If you guys want me to expose that, then I can. I have them all screenshotted. As a matter of fact, Nighthawk was laughing once Nighthawk saw me make that Instagram post. She was like, "Today is going to be a hilarious day," because the fact that this dude thought, "Oh man, hey, if you ever need anything, this is super secret, just between us." No, motherfucker, you are going to get blasted. I'm going to blast your ass. Whoa, I'm going to blast this. This is me. When I saw the DMs from this guy, this is me. Okay, it's going up. Right? So, Combat Llama, shameless promotion of my own platoon. If you get this far in the video, leave a llama down below. Okay? A llama and a fire emoji, because we are going to war, my boys. Anyway, yeah, dude. The whole situation with the dude advertising that he's an Army Marksmanship unit and then being a paid media manager by Sig, crazy. Anyway, there's guys that believe that it's not true. If you want the whole unedited, DMs, let me know. I'll post it all out there. I don't care. The fact that this dude is upset and still trying to pressure me to come down to Sig is hilarious. Let's talk about that real quick. These factory tours are bullshit. You go there, you get a goodie bag, they give you some free guns, some free product, and guess what? You get to walk around in what I would like to equate it to as a North Korean Golden Corral. They're only going to put out the North Korean restaurants that look like that have food in them. But we all know that North Korea is full of malnutrition and starvation. So just because North Korea shows you on a factory tour a Golden Corral doesn't mean that they have Golden Corrals all over the place. We know that there's MIMD parts issues. We know that SIG has quality control issues. So Trench Grenade third person talking, Trench Grenade going to see a factory tour would just be as cringy as it was watching Military Arms Channel do that weird ass video. Except if I were to go there, I would just be like, "Hey, are you gonna own up to the mistakes?" They would say no, and that would be the end of the discussion. Okay, so just understand that these factory tours are cringe. They're fake. They're all planned out so that way you see everything that's perfect, and you'll never actually see what the truth is. A company that does factory tours correct is Daniel Defense, because on any given day, right, Daniel Defense is making, I would say, an 85% or above product, where Sig Sauer is probably closer down to that 50% mark with their MIMD internals. Does that make sense? So that's just an example of the difference between these companies. My offer, if you got this far, here is my deal. My offer to Sig, my counter offer. 12,000 rounds, 9mm, 124 grain, NATO spec plus P. One M17, I don't care which one, and I will shoot all 12,000 rounds on camera with 124 grain, 9mm, NATO spec plus P ammunition and a M17. Sig, that is the only offer. I'm not going to fly down. I'm not going to take leave, take vacation, take leave, fly down, or fly over to New Hampshire and watch you do a dog and pony show. We're putting away the notebook of truth. I'm not going to do it. What I will do, send me a gun. I'll video it in 4K, and I will do an epic test on your gun. 12,000 rounds, 9mm, 124 grain plus P, in M17 of your choosing, manual safety, and I'll test it. That is my offer to you. I'm not going to do any of these shady backroom direct message stuff. That is not how I do business, and I never will. If you got this far in the video, like the video, comment your thoughts on the Sig Sauer offer. Let me know what your thoughts are. Should I have taken the deal secretly and been a shill like the Military Arms Channel or Goobers Group? Let me know in the comments. Leave a combat llama emoji in the comments, and let me know what your thoughts are. Should I have taken the deal? What would you have done? All right, guys, thanks for being here, and until next time, this is going to be Trench Grenade, your average. If it walks like a shill, it talks like a shill, then that's a motherfucking shill. Video enjoyer that your mom says we have at home. Thanks for watching.